All right, let's call this meeting to order. And welcome guests and public comments. Anybody? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thanks for the printout. You know, it seems like our short water years and late releases are the norm. And unfortunately, you know, I can even remember when Barack and Hillary, they made us bow down to old Mexico for the release dates. You remember that, I'm sure. But maybe we ought to get this thing wet and shut it off for 3 weeks. You know, the city of El Paso, Lower Valley, Old Mexico, New Mexico, we're the ones that are eating all this river stuff for them. Do that and then run a while, and maybe in July, August, shut it off for another 3 weeks. You know, we could run 8 and 9 probably off of return flow both times. Just a thought. Maybe they would appreciate us a little more if we did something like that.
Okay, we've looked at all those possibilities.
I know.
And that's why we do what we do. 'Cause
Okay.
it works out the best.
The river is a problem seepage.
Yeah, because that first filling of the river costs you a lot. When you don't have much in the dam, then you have nothing come June, the hottest month of the year. Anyway, all right, thank you, Robert. Anybody else? Huh? Okay, here we go. Number 3, item 3 in your packet. Renee's there? Yes, thank you, Renee. Renee, how's your knee? Well, I can't hear you. Oh, come on, we gotta.
It's doing great. It's doing great.
It is?
It's unusually good.
Okay, you're not gonna start doing mini marathons like Jay, or?
No, I mean, the bad knee is good, but the good knee's bad.
I got you. Okay,
Sounds like a hell of a day.
all right. Gentlemen, package under number 3, we got minutes of January 14th. Anybody see anything?
Make a motion to approve. Second.
All right, Larry made a motion to approve as handed out in our packet. And Jarrett seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, very good. Next item. Lisa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Due to the no opposition of candidates running for the May 2nd, 2026 election, I did send you all the certification of that. Did y'all receive that?
Yes, ma'am.
We just need
Yes.
to, now, since that, we need to come up with a date here within 10 days to cancel our election. We don't need to do that today,
Okay,
but we do need to get that maybe in the next couple of days.
okay. All right. Well,
Well, there's no action taken on the item, correct, Mr. Hicks? Or we just
Right.
need
There's
to
none.
get
yeah,
something?
you're just giving us a report.
Yes, we're just giving you a report, and we will come together to talk about a date for that. It'll be a special meeting.
So that'd be.
So it's not until, okay. And if they count business days, I'm not sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
The way the law works is, it says that if there are no, Lisa's giving you notice that there is no opposed candidacies
Okay.
after the deadline. So the law says you need to act promptly. That's about as specific as it gets. So I've just suggested to Lisa, y'all should have a board meeting sometime within the next week to 10 days at the most. It can be any time under the Open Meetings Act, as long as you comply with that, anytime after that. And there would be 2 items to take care of. One, you would issue an order canceling the May election, and 2, you would declare the 2 unopposed candidates elected. That doesn't mean they take office then. Their term would not begin until after the May election date, but they would be declared elected. And so all that would be left then would be later in shortly after May 2nd meeting and issuing the certificates of election and so on.
All right.
And swearing in.
Okay. Well, let me just do a little straw poll here. A week from today, what does that look like to you guys? You wanna look in your calendars? Arturo better look at his.
That's fine with me. I'm fine.
Yeah, that works for me too. So we've got three of us that are
Just a second, I see. 25th, you say?
25th, yeah. And we can
And
be
what
ready
time?
for that, and y'all can post it in,
Yes.
and probably at the same 9 o'clock in the morning. Is that all right for
Is that
everybody?
all right with you? Doctor appointment there, I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
Okay, well, or there's three of us, so if you haven't done it, you know,
Okay.
you can, okay.
So we'll say
It'll just be
25th?
the one item to cancel the
It'll be
election.
just a one item on that agenda, we think.
No, there'll be two.
Well, two, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
yes,
two,
correct.
two items
Yes,
that
that's right.
Renee indicated. Okay, so why don't we set an appointment, date on the 25th,
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock,
Okay.
here at the office. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, Lisa. All right. Mary,
Good morning.
good morning.
I would like to start off with our auditors. We have here today Teresa from Benya Briones to finalize our 2024-2025 financials.
Okay. Now, we're not calling this an audit, we're calling it a financial report? It's an audit. Is it audit? Okay, all right.
I'm Teresa. We're gonna start off with the 5-year. It should be right in the front of the pamphlet y'all got.
Okay,
So this shows the last 5 years of your activity. So for the total assets, hasn't been much change over the last 5 years, only a change of like 1%.
now, Teresa, where, oh, that one, oh,
This one.
all right, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at my packet. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
Okay, so then, and the net position has grown over the past 5 years, but it was only by 1.6%. The main change on the 5 years was with your revenue, which has grown by 26% from 2001 to 2025.
Okay,
Okay, the current year decreased by 16% from 2024. And then your expenses, they have only increased by 4% over the past 5 years, which is pretty good. The main, the main cause for the growth in the expenses, of course, is the depreciation, which has been a major factor. It's grown from 1.6 million to 1.8 million over the past 5 years, which is a total of 7.9 million in 5 years of depreciation expense. And that's about it on this report. So then we'll go to the financial statements. And I just wanted to point out on page III, on this page, it has the revenue broken out in more detail, so you can see that the water use assessment has more than doubled since 2000. This one only has 3 years, so since 2023, it's more than doubled.
Terry, I have one question on that particular page. That's the only one that didn't say October 31. That was a misstatement, or are we looking at something?
Oh, yeah, that's wrong.
Okay,
Sorry, nobody caught that after everything you went through.
so that's all right.
That's why
I
you're
just,
in charge.
oh, okay. Okay, I figured it was just a,
Yeah, that's just a typo.
but then I was thinking, well, if you're doing it now, boy, that's gonna be screwy. Okay,
Sorry
thank you.
about that.
thank you.
So then we'll go over to page 1, which is the letter, independent auditor's report. And this is the most important part of the audit, this is what you guys care about. And in the middle of the paragraph, it says, in our opinion, the financial statements referred to above present fairly the financial position of the district as of October 31, 2025 and 2024. Basically, it says we're giving you a clean opinion.
Good. Woo-hoo. Okay.
And then I just wanted to point out, if you jump over to page 15, tab 15, it shows the detail of your cash and your investments. And it shows that you have a treasury securities of 1.5 million and certificate of deposit of 1.5 million. And this shows that you're doing a really good job with your cash management.
Thank you.
And then on page 18 is the detail of your capital assets and the breakdown, and it shows that the total and the depreciation. And this shows that your capital assets are 68% depreciated. So you may have to make plans for replacement of your equipment in the next few years. So.
Good thing Pete's not
I was gonna say, where's Pete? Okay.
Okay, and then on page 27, this is for the employee retirement plan, and it shows your total pension liability is 3.5, and your net position is 3.4, which basically says that your pension is 98% funded, and this is a very good position to be in. The average is 80% funded, so you're doing really well with your pension. And then I just have one more thing. On page 38, this is another one of our letters that we're required to do. It's the auditor's report on internal control and oversight compliance. And this is basically also a clean opinion. It says that during our audit, we didn't identify any deficiencies in internal control that we consider to be material weaknesses. So overall, you guys did good.
We did good.
You did good. Any questions, concerns?
No, do you think it's worth explaining what was that dadgum change they made? It was something to do with our money that we had on the employees. It wasn't that important.
That was a new Gatsby that came out.
Yeah.
And it had to do with the compensated absences, and that we had to report that you had sick leave.
We had a little more exposure than we thought and made a correction
Yes.
on our overall. And it worked, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I saw that and I was trying to track that through there, trying to figure that out, but, okay. I kinda halfway had it through there. All right. Thank you, Barry.
Thank you.
And of course, you gentlemen up here, read this thing over the next week or so, and if you've got some questions on it, then let's come back to them, okay? Is that all right? That's good.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
thank you.
Mary, it's also saying Mary's doing a pretty good job. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Of
Yes,
course,
Ms.
the
Gates.
support, we have a great team.
Uh,
I'm doing all of,
I know that you're doing very well.
thank you.
Thank you. And Terry, thank you.
Thank you.
Here.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
Good job.
Thanks, Terry.
Bye, Teresa.
Okay. I shove this over to there.
There we go. We got plenty of room.
Is that yours?
Not this is yours.
What's mine?
Mine was right here.
I don't know what I did.
Got too many books. in
Running
front of us.
away here. Okay, that's good. Got it. All right, next. I'm ready.
Our first report is our monthly investment report. We do not have any of our investments that are maturing currently. The next one will be in June, which is our SLG Treasury account. The majority of our investment is under the money market account with a balance as of January 31st of $10,822,000 at a rate of 3.73. As of yesterday, the monthly rate with the Treasury is 3.71.
3.71, so you're right in the ballpark, and we get to keep it in the bank. The bank probably likes that part, too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Mary.
This is our balance sheet. We did receive the majority of the accounts receivable balance of the account 11600, with the payments from El Paso Water of $2.264 million, which consisted several of our water assessment, the 2001 contract, also the federal revenue share that has to we have to turn around and issue out that payment to the Bureau.
Okay.
As well as on the account number 11620 with, under grants receivable, we did receive the 75,000 on the 2nd of this month. And that was for the Montoya Phase 3 project.
All right. Good. Good then.
Do we have more grant money coming in, or is that kind of that's the last thing?
We've got currently 5 grants active with the Bureau that we're currently working on, and 3 with EPCWID1 on board. So we're working on
But these are all
finishing
grants.
this week. Yes, finish what was on our schedule already.
Continue, Mary.
Following is our net revenue. Those payments are reflected from the El Paso Water. Our operating income is at 39%.
39%.
Yes, correct. And this is 3 months into our
Okay,
fiscal.
okay, yeah. Okay.
And our rate for our expenses is 22%.
Okay. The, where was I seeing it?
It was 40202 probably. Right? That's,
40402.
yeah,
At least we know.
so they're over. What's the holdup on that one? 270?
It was an increase, the final invoice sent out was more than what we had budgeted or estimated.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. So you don't know if that'll change or if that'll go up
That will be an amendment of probably
to the budget
6,
at some point?
correct,
Okay.
6 to 7 months into our fiscal.
I remember what's, the very first line, the land assessment, why is it off that 400? It's off about,
under.
well, it's year to date, and it's income. You would think would be a little closer, wouldn't you?
We would, but we are 3 months into the fiscal. January 31st was the
Deadline.
The deadline.
Or-
we will
So
have
that means that many
continued
people are
payments.
late.
Correct.
Okay. It seems a little higher. It's been a while since we've been that far. Delinquencies, right? Or not?
No,
No.
this
You think that's
this
about
is no, yes.
Okay.
Statements are issued out in March and in May, and we will collect more in reducing that balance.
All right.
Seems high.
Hmm?
Seems high, don't it?
Yeah, it seemed a little high to me, but, the water assessment's a little behind, but, the land assessment, okay. I understand.
That's a rough estimate about
Yes.
250,000.
And this is average.
It's pretty much about
Average, yes, sir.
where we are at this time. I mean, I guess so. There's some people that miss that deadline.
Yeah. And like she said, we're
been
sending out
there,
notices in March,
Yeah.
some
I've
reminders.
been there, done
And
that.
with this notices, we usually collect between 200, 250,000
Yes.
Okay.
between March and May.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. All right. So we're not too far behind. Okay. All right, Mary, let's go to your check report. Unless anybody else got any more questions on that? No?
We do have a few reimbursables. We are due to working with the Montoya project.
Okay.
And those are line items 1 through 4.
And Pete's not here.
If he's under the weather, can show Sharon, so,
Uh-oh.
you know,
The flu,
they're
or yard flu.
COVID.
and the shots aren't working. My doctor said they.
COVID?
Yeah. COVID or flu.
They're recovering, yeah, one of the two, you know,
It's
either one,
almost the
but
same thing now.
it's going around.
Yeah, my doctor says the vaccination this year on the flu missed the major flu. It was a strain A, and the flu's a B, or the opposite, I don't remember.
Jay, what's number 36, Rio Grande Council of Government?
Oh, that's the COG, that's our annual, we participate in that, it's for our region, the water, plan for our region, and we participate in this every numerous years. We need to be part of this in order to apply for any grants, be eligible, but, yeah, we meet, quarterly, as far as Texas, yes,
Jay's on that board.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember now.
He'll get served as president some sooner or later if they broke you in.
right.
Okay. I was gonna ask Pete, so who's in charge
So,
of that?
okay, he's our assistant, maintenance
Jorge?
manager,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Jorge, did you see line items 11, a battery, $1,885? I bought some pretty expensive batteries, but if you ever, Jared, you bought a $1,885 battery?
No,
Take
the battery cost, it's $479.44. That's for the battery.
The rest is
The rest is for the def tank
Okay,
assembly for the mower.
for the depth tank.
Hopefully, we're starting to get rid of that.
Good, good,
Trying to
good.
get rid of all that death.
The
and
death,
all,
right.
And that'd be great.
That'd be fantastic. Right below there, the equipment data, that's just for our shop, right? That equipment data subscription renewal, so you know what's coming in,
Yes,
help you prepare stuff. Okay, very good.
That's annual, right?
that's once a year.
Once a year.
Correct,
Yeah.
yeah, and Luis is here, kind of, so we use that, it's got all schematics and all that stuff, is that the one? that
Yes,
has
sir.
schematics?
Yes, that's to
Yeah.
troubleshoot and
A lot of these farmers
diagnose.
use something similar to that.
Well, I talked to Pete yesterday, I told him we don't need to buy any more tires, somebody just dumped a real nice load over there on the canal. I mean, kind of all
Perfect.
different, all
Bring 'em
different
in.
sizes. Right after they mowed too, they
All
couldn't have
different
just
sizes.
waited,
All different sizes. Okay,
they were probably stolen from here and they didn't work what they needed and then.
all right. All right. Ready, are we ready for credit cards? Who with those? All right. Lisa, are you ready for
I'm
credit
ready.
cards? You're ready. Okay, 5,000, professional, yeah.
Yes, so
What
we
was
have,
that?
we have, 2 trainings that Pete and Vicky are taking 2 of their supervisors to the Con Expo in, gosh, that's 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. And this is a conference that's every 2 years, so
Okay.
they are going this year. My other expense is Renee is our safety officer, and the 2 other safety personnel are going to a safety summit in Dallas.
Okay.
I did have another Pete question. I talked to him the other day. He had mentioned, I guess it's been brought up before, so it's new to me, but old news to you guys. A crusher, like, I guess we've got a bunch of cement and debris and stuff everywhere that potentially in the future get a crusher to crush all that stuff when we start lining canals and stuff like that. That seemed like that'd be a good idea.
We've seen those in the world of concrete. They have some of those crushers. They're attachments to either some of our excavators or I think even the skid steer. But that would work.
Yeah, cause you old turnouts and headings and stuff like that, that'd be huge.
And we do have a lot of concrete to where we can crush and use it on our banks.
We've had it in the budget for the last 5 years, so I just.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we
Keep
even
first
had,
off,
we had a presentation.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we typically, yeah, we get with him, but yeah, he's had it. It works as an attachment to an excavator, so it will tie up a piece of machinery, so I said maybe there's a standalone one, but, yeah, I think, yeah, he was looking at maybe providing one that, then it comes as an attachment, cause that will tie up
Yeah,
one of the excavators, but yeah, they saw it work, it says, it says it worked very well, and we can, use it on banks, so you solidify and get some, better compaction on our banks.
All right.
And then our final report is our legal and consulting fees.
I was gonna say, does that look a little better after this lawsuit thing winding down? All right,
And Mr. Ivy, before I go, we will need an action on the financials and approval.
financial, on the approvals of the financial, which is that first sheet you showed us. But this isn't a quarterly one, right?
No, this is for the audit.
I got you. Okay. I'll entertain a motion that we approve the audit report. Is
I
that
move to accept the audit report.
Second.
all right? George made the motion, Jared seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay,
Thank you.
got it. Thank you, Mary. All right. It's time for roads. Yes, point that thing down and get close. There you
Good
go.
morning.
Good morning.
Margaret.
Yeah, you're good.
So there are no tax adjustments.
I saw that. It's a good thing.
Yes, sir. Our next report is for information purposes. These are leases we received from El Paso Public Service Board, Rio Valley Water District, and tax suits. You all have any questions on the report?
You know, it seems like on those tax suits, Rose, I keep seeing negative numbers, we keep taking that, but that number just, it's gotta increase sometimes when I'm not noticing it.
And this is on a daily basis, that we had communication with a law firm where we opened new suits. And our amounts might not be large, but there's property taxes, so we intervene with
Okay.
another suit.
Okay,
So, like, we're gonna open 20 suits this coming month.
oh,
We're gonna actually initiate the collection of them.
so I'll see that number
You're
go
gonna
up.
see that number increase. Yes.
Well, I didn't mean just to please me, you had to go
Oh,
up.
okay. And just to let you know, when we have a non-suit of property sold,
Yeah,
our taxes might be paid, but not the property taxes.
yeah.
Or the court costs. So that suit is still active till everything is paid for.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Our next report is a comparison for February 2025 and February 2026. February 25, we were at 89.517. Presently, we're at 88.1449.
Yeah, a little behind, but not much. Okay.
And that's all I have.
Wow.
Any questions? Yeah.
Well, you and Sonia did great work, didn't you? You got nothing more for us.
Well,
Okay,
this is-
I appreciate it.
We have a great team.
Well, I know you got a
Okay,
good
we're-
one.
as a whole.
Yes, yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rose. All right, Dr. Blair, what in the world do you got for us today?
Well, I think you guys got more dirt than snow, but at least we got some snow up north. So hopefully we'll get some more here. There's supposedly some moisture still left for tonight. We'll see what happens. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Hold on a second.
Oh, I skipped.
We
Jay.
skipped, I was about to tell you, you skipped
I
Jay.
just looked down and said, oh, sorry, Jay.
about to say that.
Sorry.
What do you do? Yeah, okay.
You throw them in together.
Good.
Let
Okay,
out,
Jay.
let out. No, you keep going out, then we'll come backwards. Sorry, Jay.
I have to get Jay to put the screen up on the monitor for you.
Oh, give us that, yeah. Trying to find my mouse here. Oh, wrong one. All right, can you see, yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, looks
Okay,
good.
we're good, yeah, we got it.
So we'll give you an update. So it's there's a slight improvement, so that's good. It's better than going the other direction. And this doesn't have the results of last night into it. There was some significant snow in some places, so it's a day old. But the storm was going through as, the data runs at least a day behind on most of these sites. So this is the inflow that's up showing now. So it has slowed down a little bit. We predicted that. It's 426 CFS a day. That's after evaporation and everything. And so but it's very consistent with what we were predicting last month. So that's good. It's a little bit stronger than we predicted. You almost have to have two sets of graphs up here to compare with last month, but the flows have decreased at Ottawa, but not significantly, so that's a good sign that we're still seeing production out of the watershed mainly from some of these bumps are from snow melting at lower elevations from previous storms. This is this morning's. It should have some of the snow from last night in it, but I'm not sure the exact date it might be. It looks like it's at midnight UTC. So you can see that this is our watershed right here, sort of up towards Wolf Creek, and Alamosa is over here in the valley where there's no snow, and the Chama Shed is the part that goes across the New Mexico state line. I'm going to zoom in on that a little bit more in the next slide. So here we go. So you can see finally we're getting some significant snow. It's still at real high elevations, but we're getting some snow at lower elevations, which is critical because that's where there's a much bigger land mass that we can get some snow that'll help with the runoff period. So it's not great, but it's improved slightly. Just as an indication, Wolf Creek, we usually, to have a good year at Wolf Creek, we need about total accumulated snow, about 340 inches of snow. About 45 inches of snow water equivalent, but about 340 inches of snow. Right now, accumulated snow at Wolf Creek is 108 inches, so that's only 1/3 of what we hope to get. But then another fact is that we usually get 1/3 of our snow in March and April, so we're still got a good part of this snow season. Just after watching all those intense storms up in central California, around Lake Tahoe, we're sort of jealous that I think they had 4.5 feet last night. We'd take that, that would be nice, but it doesn't quite make it to us. We're getting a little bit of that water, but it seems to be going north more than it is for us. 6 to 10 day precipitation is pretty much a little bit above normal for us. So it's in the watershed at least, but you can see California is just getting pounded right over here. And the water the jet stream's doing a loop, so sort of following these probability curves, and so it's sort of going around us, which is, I guess, something that's relatively new. Temperature is above normal, but not much difference, close to equal chances on that, so that's for a monthly outlook. And then monthly precipitation, unfortunately, is below normal. But they only do these once a month. This was generated 17 days ago, and I think it's already invalid because we're seeing moisture levels that are above normal from the events in this section. So don't have much confidence even in the monthlies. Some days I lose confidence in the 6 to 10 day ones are difficult also. But I guess all the computer models are having trouble predicting the weather. This one is a long-term calculation, so it's more accurate. It's looking at soil moisture. It's still showing that we have severe drought in New Mexico along the Rio Grande. You can see that we are mid-range, sort of neutral in our Colorado watershed, so that's good. Since we get quite a bit of our water out of there, but still as we go south, it's not looking, actually looked a little better last month. But this again doesn't have the moisture that's coming in from this storm right now. I know that for southern Arizona, we got quite a bit of rain, and so I would expect that the event is going to move us out of the severe drought, or may take us to where we're neutral down here. We've been in a drought, extreme drought for quite a while, and that's changed. Here's the reservoir levels looking at it. So on this date, or yesterday, we're up to 227 now. Last year, we were a little bit above that at 247. One of the worst years on record in recent times was 2021, but it ended up being a better year than that. So, but we started out worse, much worse than we are today, and it got better. So there is this little bit of a silver lining. Maybe we're going to be like 21, and it'll produce. The average, though, if you look since 2003, when we entered, that's when we started this ongoing drought, is quite a bit above that those numbers. So we'd be happy with an average right now, but it does look like a repeat of last year. That's the best we could do. These are the forecast update and the volumes that came in previously. So we got 34,000. So last time I talked to you, so that's good. That was right on track. It should decrease a little now for this time period. It'll start increasing again, but we don't know when. If it's hot in May, then we'll see an increase in May above this number. But if it stays cool, which is actually better for us in the long run, we get more snow, then it'll actually be late June before we see it. So it's not, the June numbers aren't in this. I can't predict those at this time. Like I said, we can expect at least on average 1/3 of our snow to occur between now and May. So we'll see if we get that extra third. Usable storage, I upped that about 20,000 from what we were last time, from 250 to 270. So that's a good sign. That's that modest improvement, and we could be as high as I think 320,000, which would be good. I think more than likely we're going to be at or greater than last year doing that, setting that up. So with that, I'll answer any questions anybody has.
So you're predicting that at the top end, we're gonna possibly have 270 to 320, is that right? Is that the way I understand it?
No, 270s is the floor and 320s the ceiling.
Yeah, those are estimates, right?
Those are estimates. So that puts us right at about what we had last year. Obviously, there's a chance that we could go above the 320, but right now, I think that if we do go above 320 total production, it'll be in June, and then we go above it, not in May. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, and last year when we did it, we didn't do the 18 inches all at once? We did a foot? We didn't do it all at once? Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll go. We're targeting a repeat of last year, so we'll check those numbers. But I think we went to 1.5.
Okay.
There's also the distribution of how much water. You know, there's our allocation balance from last year, so we have to. We don't generate a new allocation for the year until we have more water. So that'll happen sometime in May. And so we can't really say what our allocation is until May, but you know, the target obviously is 1.5.
Al, with all that being said, did they finish all the cleaning and stuff? They were cleaning out the lakes and stuff. Did they finish that? The cleaning of the lakes and all that?
That flood.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they did that right after we shut down. So it was done because we had drained the reservoir because of the problems, and so they did all the cleaning right the 3 weeks after we shut down, because the reservoir, we drained it on purpose and we used the water that was drained out. So that's been done for a long time. You know, I think we just need to stay on top of it a little bit more. It's right now the return period for that cleaning is about once every 6 years. And I think we were in our 7th year when we had this problem. So I think we'll talk to Reclamation about just doing it every 6 years. That's what they used to do. That number actually came out of their own standard operating procedure on it. But yeah, they've had everything done. They did a great job, by the way. They did I don't know, Jay, you want to talk about it, but mainly it was a very stressful and complicated operation, and it came off almost perfectly, right, Jay?
Yeah, they did a really job, got some equipment and a good team together, emptied it out, and yeah,
Did they modify anything to try to prevent it? Or
they try to clean up those grates out and try to open up, they're gonna try to open up those grates, but yeah, everything, it ran very smooth. They didn't have any glitches, which is typically not the case. But,
Yeah, the only thing I know is that they had built an extension on the inlet to allow water to come in at a higher level. Of course, it plugs up, because it's in the floating debris area, so it plugs up real fast, but the size of the grading on the extension was real small, so it was almost like a filter. So they're gonna go back, I haven't heard if they've done that yet, Jay, but they were gonna go back and replace that mesh wiring they had with an actual metal grate that was designed. Typically, we design grates on those inlets, and the original design is even bigger, but at least have 6 inches. It needs to be able to pass. Our recommendation that it passes a quart bottle is what you want to go through the thing. So right now, I think those openings are less than an inch, right, Jay? It's just,
they're about an inch, yeah, they're really small, so that's what's causing the significant, buildup.
Yeah, but that's only in the addition, and that addition only actually adds 10% capacity to the flow, so I mean, it's like having, it really was non-effective the way they did it. It didn't have any help really, and now it's gonna have a little bit of help, so maybe we'll get it back up to what it should have been, about 10% of the flow. But, so I don't expect any long-term real benefits to that. It's the lower section that has 90% of the flow, and they just have to clean that. We just have to clean that every 6 years.
Jared might have been alluding a little bit to the core. Has the core done anything above the dam as far as those debris blockages? Or even below the dam in New Mexico?
The core doesn't work. Reclamation has statutory authority. On the river all the way to San Marcial. That's the reservation, extends all the way to San Marcial.
Okay.
And Reclamation has done some work on some stuff below the dam, that we had some debris flows into the river that was affecting our metering station. They have, I don't know, Larry may be able to talk to that better than me. But no, the Corps of Engineers has authority north of the San Marcial, but not south.
Okay, and then on our stretch down here, I thought it was Corps Engineer, isn't it? Or not?
No, it's the Boundary Commission. Boundary has authority from Caballo, it was really from Percha down to
The Boundary
Little
Commission,
Box.
okay.
Little Box Canyon, all the way to Little
Oh,
Box.
yeah, okay, so that's all boundary, and they're not doing anything, are they, Al?
They've had a maintenance program. I didn't get an update yet, that we'll get it probably a little later in this year, but have you seen them out there working, Jay? I haven't.
No,
they
haven't done anything.
Last year, this time they were out there.
Right.
Last year they were out. They should be out every year.
Yeah, because 2006 is pretty vivid in our imaginations, you know, we can still see 2006.
They appointed a new commissioner, IWC did, so, obviously they come in with their plan of action, so they're shifting, and I guess they haven't put anything out yet as far as, working down here. So, but they had been.
All right.
We're primarily, with our work then, you know, we're finishing up with the American Canal Improvement project, and that's been our primary focus with them. That's about a $40 million job.
Yeah.
90, yeah.
90.
Total, this year's construction.
Oh, this year's, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this year's
They worked, IWC was in contact with Enrique and myself, weekly. We attended the weekly meetings. They did a real good job. Finally, we struggled a little last year with them. They delayed the effluent. We received that effluent from upstream, and they were delayed. But this year, they asked for a few extra days, but nothing extraordinary. So yeah, it all worked out. I think we received the water.
They're still, they had asked for about a week, so we're looking at about the 23rd.
Okay.
They can release that water.
Yeah, we had to the 15th. We gave it the 15th, but they asked for a week.
That was due to the rains in January, and they had some delays with some equipment. They asked for an extension.
That one ring, yeah. Okay. Al, are you through?
I'm through, unless you got questions.
All right. Jay, I'm gonna bounce back to you.
All right. Sounds good. Before y'all, we emailed it yesterday, and I think Claudia provided you some copies for an agreement for professional services to engage into this agreement and retain Hazen and Sawyer. It's an engineering firm to do some work for the district. The district of Socorro Ponds, or the Riverside Regulated Reservoir. And Dr. Bear and I have met with Hazen and gone over scope of work and tasks and whatnot. And this is essentially start the preliminary work for a grant and that we've got with the Bureau. And this is to do some NEPA, some environmental work on the ponds, and then put together a report on the findings, and also perform a seepage analysis on the current ponds right now. Yes, so we have run some preliminary runs on the filling up the ponds. Enrique and our team with two of the ponds that we've got currently finished as far as to have water come in through the canal, and you know, we usually store it for a few days, and then we've at least set up a telemetry. Our telemetry team set up some flow meters and whatnot, so we filled them up, let them drain, and so we've got some data. So this agreement before y'all is to retain Hazen and Sawyer to assist us in with some work on the ponds.
All right, I read it, it looks pretty straight through, I especially like that part, it says total amount of fees shall not exceed.
Yes,
$120,000.
we're pretty clear on that.
Okay.
And thanks to Renee and then Dr. Blair, they obviously, Renee had significant input in this, so we think it's reads much better than the initial contract that we had looked at, so.
Was this you said they have an office here too?
Yes, so Hazen, they have a very strong presence here in El Paso. They're doing about, I don't know, $500 million project with El Paso Water. The expansion.
That's well, I mean, with the total tasking they're under with the city is about $1 billion worth of construction over the next 5 years.
For the expansion of the plant, the treatment plant over there on Jonathan Rogers, and obviously our facilities are next door to them. So yeah, they got an office here locally and a bunch of experts. So yeah, it should be
Sounds good.
Great project.
Yeah, no,
So the team that we selected, and why we pre-qualified 2 companies, the 2 that applied, and we talked to you about this back in January, and then but then just let you know that the team that's working on this is also the team that did the master plan for both the county on flooding and for the city. So they have they worked with us. The lead member of the team was on the joint was a voting member on the joint council for flood risk evaluation, one that we set up with EPCWID in the city. That was back in 2018. So the people that we were using are very familiar with our district and with the waterways and watersheds of El Paso County.
wow, well, that's real good.
And familiar with the district, yeah. I mean, very familiar with how we function, so that's always an A+, because
Renee helped me. We're sort of fast tracking this because it's the grant's going to expire. We're trying to get this done, and there's a couple of deadlines we need to hit.
We can get the money.
And so this is a fast track situation now. So the only exception is that we just sent this back to Hazen's lawyers, Renee's changes and my changes. I would like you guys to approve this conditional on Renee. If there are any changes that are acceptable to Renee, that those be allowed to be made to this contract. And plus we have to we didn't attach the rate table to it. I gotta get that. So with those exceptions, if you allow us to make those changes, if Renee says that they're acceptable to him to make those changes to the contract, maybe they'll accept it as is, and we won't have to make any, but I've never seen a lawyer accept something as is. Have you, Renee, ever seen a lawyer accept?
Okay, well, with those exceptions, in the motion, Chair will entertain a motion to accept this agreement. Jeff made the motion. George, second. Larry, second. Larry, second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, you got it. We've given
Thank
you
you.
authority to go ahead and make any changes, but not in the money amount.
No, not to
Okay.
exceed.
Okay,
We had budgeted some money for that.
yeah,
It's part of one of the grants, yes, exactly.
yes, part of the grants. Yeah. Very good, okay. I believe Enrique's next, isn't he? Yeah, there you go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Right again.
To give you an update on the return flow, we started February, first week of February.
Okay.
This time, the same time last year to today. Last year, we irrigated 1,900 acres. 1,900 acres. And this year to today, we've irrigated 2,163.
Very good.
It's going faster. It's,
Because we had that rain.
The moisture,
Yeah,
so that's helping out.
It really helped. Really helped, yeah.
And like I mentioned, hopefully we should be getting that water from downtown next Monday, February 23rd. That'll help us out
Okay.
a lot more.
Yeah.
This year. But right now, we're dealing with the winds, a lot of weeds out there, so we've been on it since yesterday.
I
Pulling
saw
out
some
weeds.
tumbleweeds and some drainage.
But just bear with us, we'll keep it flowing.
Okay.
But that's, if you have any
And
questions.
all the leaves, right?
All the leaves,
Oh my God.
yes.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds, everything. Everything's rolling.
Con
Tumbleweeds, too.
And also, we do have pending, we have 4,000 acres, 4,800 acres pending, and currently working on 800 right now.
Okay.
That's all I have.
That's
Any
good.
questions?
Thanks.
Thank you, Enrique.
Good job, Ricky. Yep, good job. Jorge, are you gonna do Pete? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll be presenting Pete's PowerPoint.
Well, he's gonna let you do the pictures, okay?
you're already working the deal better than Pete.
Let me get it up here on the screen here. Share. Share.
You don't have to ask Lisa which button to press.
Alright,
You know which one, right?
I think so.
Side.
This one right here.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, well, good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, George.
First, these right here are the city drains. These, we're currently, mowing on this is a Montoya drain. It's, above,
I should.
That's ready. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Okay.
So, okay, that's the first one, so that's the second one.
yes, that's above that's on the Montoya drain, above and below Sunset. This right here, it's on
It's
the.
a skylight. You can close it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, what is that? What am I looking at here?
This right here is a river drain,
Okay.
right here in the San Elizario area.
I see the blade, what is that? Sheet?
That's one of our dozers. And it's, this here was a
Oh, I
complaint.
see. Okay, I didn't see the tracks that I was trying to figure out.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to see the track.
Okay.
They're kinda hidden.
Now I see it, yeah. Tracks with the same dog.
See, there's the same tires you get.
Yeah.
It's just, tires, trash that people dump in our drains. This is in the San Elizario area.
Don't do it.
We cleaned it up. It was when we got all that rain. We couldn't get on our banks.
Yeah.
So we hit one of these complaints.
You guys did the same thing here last year, didn't you? 'Cause I remember those little soccer goals.
Yes, Yes, we did this last year.
Station over here, over here, wait, over here.
I don't think it's on.
It seemed like it got better.
You don't have.
It wasn't on. There, see?
There.
So
Oh,
it's a side of this. Side.
You set him up for failure.
I put it there and I forgot to turn it off.
ready to go back?
That's fine right there.
Okay, you got it, all yours.
So these are some of the before pictures and, as you know, some of the after pictures. This right here, we've been hauling some sand from the island main. Some of our canals, the ones we've been digging out, we've been working with some of our farmers where they give us clay, some of their,
And then you take sand, yeah.
and then they will haul the sand. We'll take the sand and put it in the fields. This right here is the Montoya A up there in the upper valley. This is a culvert we had to replace on Woodland. We had to do half of the street first because there was, there's always traffic there. So we did half of the street and then we did the second part. We had to replace the culvert, and as you can see, we filled up the culvert with a 2-sack. And then once we finish with that, we built head walls on the downstream side and on the upstream side of the culvert. This right here is a private driveway on the Montoya A as well. So that you see, we built head walls on both sides, on the upstream side and on the downstream side of the culvert as well. That's a head wall right there.
Yeah, that's a private driver, so the property owner will pay for it.
These are all existing.
Yeah.
Yes.
The culverts had
Just-
obviously deteriorated, and the owners, yeah, Pete worked with them, we worked with them on, the cost and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we've also been working on turnouts that need to be replaced. We've been replacing several turnouts. This right here is on the island main. We had to replace the turnout itself with the complete head wall, pipe and everything. And then this right here is the island main. This is where we started the earthwork for the cement lining that we're currently working on. Our goal is to do 2,400 feet. Right now, we've completed about 800 feet.
Okay, 1/3 of it. You
Yes.
feel like you're on schedule?
Well, kind of. This
Is
year didn't help.
the wind affecting you any, or?
Yes, it is. The wind is affecting us, and also the trucks, the delivery of the cement. We're trying to do 11 trucks per day, but we're only getting about 8 trucks. And then yesterday with the wind, we had to stop early, and I think today it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah,
All week.
I can believe that.
So we had to align the canal, and some of our turnouts there was a couple of turnouts that were in that section.
Yeah.
So we had to align them to the
new,
yeah,
With the channel,
yeah, water course.
yeah.
And this right here is, that's one of the turnouts. That's the earthwork. Some of these head walls were pretty damaged, so we had to replace them. That's our forming crew. They formed the canal, and they also set the liner. So we have our forming crew, and then we have our cement crew, which they do the shotcrete. So right now we're at we need about 1,600 feet. We're hoping to finish by next week of, the 26th, we might need a couple of extra days, which will put us back to, maybe to March the 3rd, because of this weather, the winds, and then us not getting the cement trucks on time.
What are they telling you on the trucks?
We order 11 trucks per day, and they tell us that the trucks are gonna arrive at, let's say 7:30 in the morning, and they'll arrive till 9. And it's kinda hard. So we're trying to do 11 trucks, but we usually do about 8 trucks.
Who are we using, Joe or who?
Joe,
Joe.
which their cement is a lot better than GCC. We were having trouble with those rocks. We were getting a lot of plugs which were destroying our hoses.
Yeah.
And the cement they're providing is pretty good. We haven't had that much.
So we're only getting 8?
Yes.
Let's see here tonight.
They're usually pretty good. So something's going up.
So that's that first section I'm talking about, the 800 feet. And that's our completed section. So,
Must be from yesterday.
Yeah, that's a
Yesterday,
picture
yeah.
from yesterday, yeah.
it's yesterday. So
So
from we're also digging out the island main
Get that, yeah.
from where we're gonna stop from the Shop Creek, we're gonna dig it up to the heading. And that's the pictures right there.
Wait a minute, what did you say about the Shop Creek? You're through
Oh,
with it?
no, when we finish,
Okay.
when we're,
Oh, when you're finished?
yes,
yeah.
well, not when we're finished. We're gonna Shop Creek up to our 2,400 feet.
Mhm.
And then from there, we're also, from there to the upstream, to the heading,
Yeah,
we're digging it out as well.
okay. Does that mean you think there'll be a chance we'll do that part also? Or is that part of the grant?
That'll probably be the next
year?
yes, next year. We won't be able to do that.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jorge. Yeah, so we're good. Some of those have really significant buildup and it's really shallow. So yeah, Pete looked at it and we were talking, so yeah, we're going to try to excavate off all the way to the heading and try to get that at least more capacity and hopefully it won't silt up too much. It should up for next year as far as.
there were some banks that were rolled over.
Yes, banks and, well, it was multiple, the banks were lower and the canal filled up, so I think we had a few feet of capacity. So, trying to get ahead a little bit when we can and excavate it to the bedding, as Jorge mentioned, which it'll probably soak up during the year a little bit, but it'll help reduce the earthwork, time next year when we come back.
All right.
But no, it's looking really good. Good job,
Okay.
Jorge. Yeah. So yeah, the rain didn't help and then now the winds, and so, but I think that rain kinda helped, y'all get the field wet, so
It
maybe.
did.
Maybe if there another week or so.
We're irrigating a lot faster,
Good.
a lot faster.
So we're gonna be a week or two, March 3rd, you said?
It only, yeah,
Yeah.
it found out a
Yeah,
few
first
people
of
that had not something to feel like meat, but it was, but other than that,
Yeah.
it was very beneficial. All right, let's see here. Let's go, if Sharon is not here, who's gonna do Sharon's applications here?
That will be me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Take
figured
care
it'd
of
be you.
them. Stop sharing here.
Let's do their subdivision plan, sir.
Stop sharing, stop sharing.
Under 12.
Okay. 12A. Okay, this is a subdivision in the, right at Upper Valley and Borderland. It parallels the Baker Lateral, about 26 acres. And this is a Unit 2. So Unit 1 is right above it. Everything is in order. It's more houses coming in, doors to the west side, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what you'll
yeah.
do.
But, yeah, so everything has been submitted and all looks well, so, yeah, well, NIC recommends this subdivision for,
That would be application 3718?
that's correct.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, Larry made the motion.
Second.
George seconded, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. You got that one?
Okay, thank you. Application 3721 is, so all of these lands that you see on subdivision plans is because the land has water rights, so it's being developed, and, which is the case for all of these, obviously. So this, Patsy Electric bought approximately 10 acres here in Bovee, and Alameda.
Yeah.
That substation?
They're putting in a substation,
Where that
pretty large
substation is going in?
substation there,
Yeah.
yes, so,
They have a big old sign.
it's being developed, and to obviously a substation, they did put irrigation easements in the back. We have the Bovee lateral in the back, that comes into the Franklin feeder on one side, and then obviously, the Franklin Canal, and then the Franklin Canal runs parallel on the north side of that. But, so it's just one lot, and, actually, I'm sorry, 4 lots, but it's basically it's gonna be a substation and, that's it, no housing there.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's been turned in, and, engineer, licensing recommends this for approval.
Make a motion.
All right, Chet made the motion. Larry second, or George second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. The El Paso Electric, not only are they expanding the substations they have, they're putting in all these new ones too.
They had them in the plan, yeah, they're finally deploying all of them, so they've got quite a few that they're building around the
Yeah.
city and the county.
Yeah, the old rumor is data.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, thank you. Application 3725 is on behalf of Canutillo Independent School District. The district purchased the Johnny Bean Horse Farm up at Upper Valley Road in Artcraft.
Oh, okay.
So, again, this is obviously is not a horse farm any longer, or does have water rights. They currently replatted with 1 lot, so it's gonna be 1 whole lot for the school.
Yeah.
We met with them 2 years ago, a year ago, to make sure that they
So.
designed their grass and their fields, so we could use the irrigation water.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't, but, so, but they did plat the irrigation easements, so we're good. So yeah, everything's been submitted, and, it's good to go. Licensing recommends this for approval.
So we're working with them on proper ways to use the irrigation water on their fields, and they didn't wanna, is that what I understand?
That's exactly what happened. We met with them
Oh.
way before, when they were designing the school, and more so just so for their, grass, the
Mhm. Cool, well,
fields around,
well, if you look to on the picture, to the right over, right where it says Canutillo Middle School, on the picture, that green part there was their land also. They sold that little plot, so that's gonna be coming up soon.
Green part.
Yeah, and so, but they are gonna use right along, up,
I recognize that, that was my dad's.
was it? Okay, well, right where the yellow part is,
Yeah, he's coming.
right along our craft, that's where they're really gonna use the water, because I understand they're gonna let them have the FFA farm right there. And then the middle school would be, further south,
okay.
which is good.
Yeah.
But,
Well, as far as the areas that have grass, it's not gonna flow gravity. I mean, obviously, they could always put it in a pond and then pump it out to the facilities, but yeah, it sits above the ditch.
sometimes the coaches have a lot of input and they don't like irrigation water.
Well, they show a
Because-
funding area on their schematic.
Where?
Yeah.
Where's that?
On variable land exhibit, they got a funding area.
Yeah.
That they show.
Well, that's with stormwater, but yeah, it's their discretion if they want
Yeah.
to use it or not, so.
But
Most
we-
of these are coming with turf fields as well, they're not using grass fields, so.
Okay,
That's
I'll
awesome.
make the motion.
But yes, all has been submitted, and licensing recommends this application.
Larry made the motion,
Second.
George second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, let's see. That took care of that, all the pretty pictures too. All right, next, we got, application for licenses.
So we could package all of El Paso Electrics, there's 5 of them. 3 of these are, yeah, well, all these, all are upgrades, they're all aerial installations.
Except for that last one, is a 3-phase overhead, okay.
Yeah, they're all overhead, and the majority of these are upgrades to the wooden poles, they're putting them higher, and
Yeah.
putting larger poles, the exception of 3711, that was a large electric pole, 5-foot diameter. But, yeah, all these are good, they have, submitted all proper documentation and drawings, and licensing recommends, all the, licenses for, approval.
All right,
I'm gonna get that.
all right, George made the motion. Very second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
I mean, I know this is off the deal, what are all them poles going up on the freeway? Do you know?
They're upgrading their electric, Larry.
Freeway.
Yeah.
Between Clint and Fagans, they
Oh,
take
they're
out,
gonna send the
and those
information.
are big wooden poles, but they are taking them out and putting in bigger, humongous. I talked to somebody that knows something about it, and he says, oh, they were gonna do, that because those are 3,500 poles, and these are, the old ones were 2,000 or
When they
something like
knocked
that.
down all those poles along Corridor, that was their deal, they wanna remove every wooden pole
Yeah.
from Van Horn this way to eventually get all the metal ones.
Wow. And
And
these
those metal
are,
ones are just in sections, they put the bottom in and.
yeah, I
just
saw
leave
that,
it.
and they even cement.
And those are, some of those are, most of them are direct bury, they just push them in, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right, sorry about that.
That's right. We already had a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. All right, go ahead, Jay.
This application 3710 by Lower Valley is for a 12-inch water line, inside a 24-inch steel casing, parallel to North Loop, going underneath the Y-Wing 197 lateral heading. This is right at North Loop and Hermanos Farms.
Okay.
So they need a large line to
Yeah.
feed the new industrial.
Thing that's going up there, yes.
So, yes, that will be, conventionally bored underneath the lateral, so no disturbance in the district right away. So, yeah, everything's been submitted, yeah, all looks well, so licensing recommends this, a license for approval.
All right,
Make a motion.
all right, Jared made the motion. Very second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
And this is an application by Conterra, a fiber company, for a subsurface installation parallel to Alameda, beneath Playa Lateral. So this is a single application from them. This is the only crossing they have in this particular route, but yeah, everything, this will be horizontal directionally drilled, so, you know, the machine, the vermeer, the machine will sit on top, and it's pretty non-invasive to the surface. So yeah, licensing recommends this for approval as well.
Make a motion to approve that.
All right, Jared made a motion. Very second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, Jay?
And this last application, 3722, is by a constituent of the district here off the Franklin feeder lateral and the Franklin Canal, or here's the coral. They have an existing bridge, and they have a gas line coming off Alameda to their house on the other side of the Franklin Canal. The line currently is attached to the structure, to the bridge. So there was a leak outside of the bridge structure. So they replaced that, and they've replaced the line, but when that came up, we saw the cars, and we're like, well, what's happening here? And so it wasn't licensed, so we spoke to them. They were very cooperative and appreciative of the district and brought their application, so they licensed the line that's.
So now they got it licensed.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Do you meet that much, Jay, where have you found that a lot, where they don't license it to do it?
well, these are all existing now. I mean, we've got such a large presence. I mean, all our guys are ditch riders and maintenance. Everybody sees something happening, they call us and we'll go. So we'll stop them, you know, or ask them, you know, so typically it doesn't happen, but these are all existing ones. So as they come up and they gotta do work, but for the most part, they're all compliant, you know, I'm like, it's like, well, it's not gonna cross, you know, because we need
I was just
liability.
wondering, you run into that.
Occasionally on the weekend, this weekend, there was some poles that went up on the Franklin feeder by Passmore. So a ditch rider on Sunday caught it, so yeah, we're working with the city went up there, city supported them. So we're working with them, to relocate them, but, yeah, occasionally on the weekend, they try to slip one by.
Even the city.
All right.
Yeah, they weren't aware, it's one of their
I can understand
contractors.
private.
It was one of their contractors, well, they weren't aware, so, yeah, no, but no, they're pretty cooperative for the most part.
It reminds me of DQ Bills, remember? Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yes,
All right. Chair will entertain a motion. Right, Jared made the motion, Larry second, all in favor of application 3722, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay. Well, dang, that was pretty quick. I think that's about it, except for our closed session, is that right? Yeah. Okay. Then let's take about a 5-10 minute break, and then we'll enter a closed session.
Okay.
Did you have something for grants? It did say none.
No,
Nothing, okay.
no updates for,
All right, let's take about a 5 or 10 minute break, then we'll come back in closed session. All right? It's
All right.
10:16 right now.